a lot of people just can't fathom that that actually happens. They're like, they think you're making it up, but no, it really does happen. It's been happening too since, you know, the early 70s.
What's been happening is this. It's the loading and unloading of some very important air cargo, prize thoroughbreds. Founder H.E. Tex Sutton had his eye on the sky back in the 1960s when horses were shipped by rail. People were looking for a faster way to ship horses cross country, and he started organizing loads of horses being shipped by rail. It evolved into a 4-engine prop plane. And then in the 80s, we switched to the 727, and that's where we've been ever since. That 727, known as Air Horse 1, is a freighter plane specially equipped with stalls to hold up to 21 horses. A tight squeeze by design. You want them in there kind of tight, and when you do hit turbulence, you don't want them to have a lot of room to move around. And yeah, when we take off fully loaded with equipment and tack and 21 horses and all the people that go with them, you know, we're looking at taking off with about 46,000 pounds. We have 5 professional grooms that fly with the horses that load them, unload them, and take care of them during flight. If a trainer sends a groom, the groom typically, once we put a shank on the horse in the van, they're our responsibility, and the groom is then just riding along. But we take care of them from airport to airport. Payne says the horses take it all in stride. They typically handle it better than riding in a truck. Once we taxi out and take off, they really don't know they're moving. Once we're at altitude, other than the wind noise, a lot of them fall asleep. And many wake up at LA's Ontario Airport, just a short drive from Santa Anita Park in Arcadia. If there's 120 horses in all the Breeders' Cup races, we typically will fly 90 to 100 of them there and then back home too. It's just another day at the office for Payne, but he does admit there's a surprise from time to time. Well, one of the most interesting things that I've seen since I've been here was when Cigar was on his famous 16-race win streak. They would charter the plane, and we would fly him by himself, and Bill Mott's people would go, and it would just be one horse on the entire airplane. And when he would show up at the airport, there would be a police escort bringing him to the airport, and then there would be a police escort on the other end to take him to where he was going. That was very neat. And another thing was when we flew Zenyatta here when she retired, we had probably 50 people here in the hangar. A lot of people from Lane's End and the owners, the Mosses, and you know, everyone from Lane's End was here too, so it was really neat. You name it, in the last 30 years we've done it.